Yeah. Swarup Prabhuji, would you like to sing a Kirtan, Prabhuji? Because we missed you yesterday. Would you like to start with the Kirtan today, Prabhuji?
Mataji, I'm not at all prepared today. Okay. Give me 1 second, Mataji. I'll just try to see.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Just thinking which one to do.
Harinam is fine, Prabhuji.
Harinam is fine? Okay. Okay. I'll do Harinam then. Jai Shri Prabhupada Jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Gaur Premanandar, Hari Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Mataji.
Hare Hare Bol, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Beautiful
Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you so much for doing that kirtan very nicely. So beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Should I do the Mangalacharan, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, please.
Okay, Prabhuji. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुर्श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So today we are doing the Krishna Katha every Thursday. As we all know, Sham Prabhuji will do this, but since he is not here, he is in India right now, so we are trying to just replace, substitute for him. So please forgive all my mistakes and please correct wherever it is supposed to be corrected when I make any mistakes. I'll be taking the blessings of Sri Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, as well as Amok Prabhuji and Sham Prabhuji and all assembled devotees here. Please forgive me for any mistakes and give me your blessings. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Sham Prabhuji always starts with this beautiful shloka from Bhagavad Gita, which says Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. So one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So whoever is listening to this transcendental nature and understand the transcendental nature of Krishna and his activities, why and his appearance, and when he leaves this body, he will not be coming back to this material body again and again and attains Krishna's eternal abode. So that's what Krishna is instructing to not just Arjuna, but to all of us, all the devotees. So beginning from here, we will go to the chapter 70 from KrishnaBook. Last week, Jaivid Mataji beautifully explained all the from the previous chapter as well, the 69th chapter. She asked a lot of questions from 69th chapter, And this is like continuation from that chapter. So the 69th chapter basically is when Narada visits Dwaraka, and he saw Krishna doing all these activities, and he himself is present in each and every palace of 16,108 palaces, where he built all these palaces for his beautiful wives who he married, and he is there with them personally, taking their service. And Narada Muni saw all these activities, and right now we are talking about Krishna's activities, as we already read the shloka from Bhagavad Gita, which says whoever understands his transcendental activities, and then they will not be coming back to this world. So we will concentrate and try to understand what Srila Prabhupada has written in his beautiful book, Krishna. So in this chapter, in the beginning, as a recap, just I will quickly go through the recap of this chapter, which Javid Mataji already covered. So basically, so Krishna is doing all his daily activities. And why does Krishna have to do all these activities? He is God. He doesn't have to do anything, actually. So in this chapter, it says, Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead has nothing to do with this materialistic activities. But still, he is doing all these activities just to set an example for each and every one of us who are in the household. So being a householder, we need to understand that we have to do these activities without because we have to do our duties as a householder, and he is just setting an example for all of us. But all these activities we can only follow, we cannot imitate him, because he can expand himself into 16,108 forms, exact same Krishna can be seen in each and every palace, but we cannot do all those things. So we should not be trying to imitate him, but all we can do is just to follow his footsteps and follow what all he is doing, from waking up early in the morning till the night, what all he is doing. And we should understand according to our varna and asrama. So Krishna is Kshatriya, so he might be going for hunting and killing the animals. That doesn't mean that we also should be doing that, but if you are a Kshatriya, and that time and circumstances also matter, so that's why he is doing. But we have to understand according to this time and place and circumstances, we have to do what all Krishna is doing, like waking up early in the morning and meditating, all those things. So we will read from here. So can someone joined, I think. Rajalakshmi Mataji. Hare Krishna, Rajalakshmi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dhanyavad Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can I please request Naga Shankar Prabhuji, please, if you can read this paragraph, Prabhuji?
Sure. After rising from bed, Lord Krishna would wash his mouth, hands, and feet, and would immediately sit down and meditate on himself. This does not mean, however, that we should also sit down and meditate on ourselves. We have to meditate upon Krishna, Radha Krishna. That is real meditation. Krishna is Krishna himself. Therefore, he was teaching us that Brahma Murta should be utilized for meditation on Radha Krishna. By such meditation, Krishna would feel very much satisfied, and similarly, we will also feel transcendently pleased and satisfied if we utilize the Brahma Murta period to meditate on Radha and Krishna. And if we think of how Sri Rukmini Devi and Krishna acted as ideal householders to teach the whole human society to rise early in the morning and immediately engage in Krishna's consciousness, there is no difference between meditating on the eternal forms of Radha Krishna and chanting the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna. As for Krishna's meditation, He had no alternative but to meditate on himself. The object of meditation is Brahman, Paramatma, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Krishna himself is all three. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. The localized Paramatma is his plenary partial expansion, and all pervading Brahman effulgence is the personal race of his transcendental body. Therefore, Krishna is always one, and for him there is no differentiation. That is the difference between an ordinary living being and Krishna. For an ordinary living being, there are many distinctions. An ordinary living being is different from his body, and he is different from other species of living entities. A human being is different from other human beings and different from the animals. Even in his own body, there are different bodily limbs. We have our hands and legs, but our hands are different from our legs. The hand cannot act like a leg, nor can the leg act like a hand. The ears can hear, but the eyes cannot. The eyes can see, but the ears cannot. All these differences are technically called Swajatya Vijatya.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Beautifully read, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Yes, so Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada is explaining like how Krishna was waking up early in the morning before Brahma Muhurta. 3 hours before Brahma Muhurta, he used to wake up and he used to meditate on himself. Because Krishna is Krishna, so he was meditating upon himself. That doesn't apply for us. We cannot meditate on ourselves. We have to meditate on Radha and Krishna. So this is what, because Krishna, when we see all these activities, we have to understand that Krishna is also, even he doesn't have to meditate, but he is still sitting and meditating. So that means we should also meditate upon Radha and Krishna. And how much Krishna would feel very satisfied by such meditation. He was very satisfied. And similarly, we also feel transcendently pleased and satisfied if we utilize Brahma Muhurta period to meditate on Radha Krishna. When we wake up early in the morning and when we meditate, and then when we start our activities, you see the difference when you see the sun rising, when you are meditating, and all these things, you feel so wonderful inside, isn't it? Like when if we don't do those things, then we feel like so lazy in the morning when we wake up very late. Everything is going like, oh my goodness, I woke up late and everything is going like I have to rush to finish all my chores, and then the whole day feels like chaos. But if we wake up early in the morning and if we meditate on Krishna, and then if we start our day, it goes so smoothly. We have seen that. So we have to keep doing those things. And there is no difference between meditating on eternal forms of Radha Krishna and chanting the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna. So we have to, Hare Krishna, Hare means it is the energy of Radha Rani itself. Hare means Radha Rani. So when we know that Hare means Radha and Krishna is Krishna and Rama is Balarama. When we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We are already chanting upon Radha and Krishna as well as Krishna's expansion, Balarama. So we are chanting. So when we feel very, very happy when we chant. So as for Krishna's meditation, he had no alternative but to meditate on himself, because Krishna is Krishna. He has nobody else to meditate on. But we have Krishna to meditate. So the object of meditation is Brahman, Paramatma, or Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Krishna himself is all three. So here we are again coming to this part where we are talking about Brahman. Brahman effulgence is if we look at the sun is sun, God is sun, but the rays of sun is kind of Brahman. We are just giving an example of sun. Similarly, like that, God has effulgence, and Brahman effulgence is his rays, his illumination. So, and Paramatma is the God who is in each and every living entity. He is also residing in each and every living entity as Paramatma, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Krishna. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna himself. And all three is also himself, but it's a little different, like how sun and the sun rays, like that Krishna and his rays, the Brahman effulgence, and Paramatma is each and every living entity. He is sitting in each and every living entity as Paramatma. So he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, the localized Paramatma in his plenary partial expansion. So in his plenary partial expansion, he is Paramatma, living in every localized, each and every living entity. And all the pervading Brahman effulgence is the personal rays of his transcendental body. So therefore Krishna is always one, and for him there is no differentiation. That is the difference between an ordinary living being and Krishna. For us, we have lot of differences, but for Krishna, each and everything is the same. There is no differentiation. And also, here Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about the distinctions. For an ordinary living being is different from his body and is different from other species of living entities. So we can differentiate ourselves from each and everybody. Even my husband and me, we are also different living entities, even though we are humans, but we are different. Even the other living entities, other species like dogs and cats and every other living entity is different from us, from me, for example. And a human being is different from other human beings as well, and different from animals. Even in his own body, there are different bodily limbs. Even within our own body, we have different bodily limbs. So our hands can only work in a certain way. Our legs can work in a certain way. We can hear only from our ear. We can see from our eyes. We can touch from our hands and skin. We can feel the touch. So each and every part of the body has different functions. But for Krishna, it is different. He can see from his ears also. That's why when we offer prasadam, when he sees the prasadam, he eats the prasadam. So when we offer food to Krishna, just by looking at it, he can accept the prasadam. So he doesn't have to physically eat like us with the hand and then put it in the mouth and then chew, and the tongue has to taste. Nothing. All those things have nothing to do with. When Krishna just looks at the prasadam, what we have offered, the food becomes prasadam. So he can do different things. All the different activities can be done with he can see from his ears. He can see the prasadam and eat the prasadam. So it is very different. And here these are technically called Swajatiya and Vijatiya. So Swajatiya means similar and Vijatiya is different. So how Krishna can do all this, how Krishna's work like bodily, how we have limitation and how he doesn't have any limitations, that is explained in the next paragraph. One second, let me see. Hare Krishna, Nisha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Sorry for joining late. I was just busy with office work. Finished just now.
That's okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Pavan Prabhuji. I don't know who is Samson.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Sorry for joining later. Apologies, Mataji.
No problem, Prabhuji. That's okay. You joined. That's more important. Hare Krishna, Ram Lala, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Sai Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. I don't know who is Samsung, Prabhuji. Amok Prabhu, if you know. I don't know. Hare Krishna. May I request Rajalakshmi?
I think this is the Samsung, this is the mobile. It is not correctly, it was mentioned
Yes.
his or her name. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, yeah.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Mataji, for giving me this divine opportunity. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji, if you can read this
Yeah.
for this paragraph, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. The bodily limitation whereby one part of the body cannot act as another part is totally absent from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is no difference between his body and himself. He is completely spiritual, and therefore there is no difference between his body and his soul. Similarly, he is not different from his millions of incarnations and plenary expansions. Baladeva is the first expansion of Krishna, and from Baladeva expand Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Pradhayuma, and Aniruddha. From Sankarasana, there is an expansion of Narayana, and from Narayana there is a second quadruple expansion of Sankarasana, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. Similarly, there are innumerable other expansions of Krishna, but all of them are one. Krishna has many incarnations such as Lord Narasimha, Lord Boar, Lord Fish, and Lord Tortoise, but there is no difference between Krishna's virginal two-handed form like that. The action of one part
Like
of his body and that of another. His hands can act as his leg.
here,
Sorry,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Like that of a human being from here. You
Okay.
missed one line, Mataji. Yeah, like that of a
Sorry,
human
sorry.
being. Yes.
Like that of a human being, and these incarnations of gigantic animal forms, not there is any difference between the action of one part of his body and that of another. His hands can act as his legs, and his eyes can act as his ears, or his nose can act as another part of his body. Krishna smelling and eating and hearing all are the same. We limited living entities,
Yes, Mataji. Here.
living entities have to use a particular part of the body for a particular purpose. But there is no such distinction for Krishna. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said, Angani yasya sakalendriya vritti manti. Krishna can perform the activities of one limb with any other limb. So, by analytical study of Krishna and his person, it is concluded that he is the complete whole. When he meditates, therefore, he meditates on himself. Self meditation by ordinary man is designated in Sanskrit as soham is simply imitation. Krishna may meditate on himself because he is the complete whole, but we cannot imitate him and meditate on ourselves. Our body is a designation superimposed upon ourself. The soul, Krishna's body is not a designation. Krishna's body is also Krishna. There is no existence of anything foreign in Krishna. Whatever there is in Krishna, also Krishna. He is therefore the supreme, indestructible, complete existence or the supreme truth. Hare Krishna Mataji. Sorry for any mistakes in between.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. No mistakes, Mataji. Very nice. Beautifully read. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
So in this paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is explaining how Krishna's eyes can act as his ears, his nose can act as other part of his body. So Krishna doesn't have a limitation like us. We have limitation, as well as our senses are not even perfect. We have imperfect senses, as we all know that we cannot see we think that we are seeing something, but there is while traveling on the road, sometimes we see that there is water because the sun rays are so. When it is summertime, you think that there is water, but when we travel further, there is no water on the road. This is like imperfect senses, and our senses are very limitations. We have limitations. We can only see from eyes, we can only hear from ears, so and so forth. So But Krishna has no limitation. He can eat just by looking at the food like that. He can do anything from other part of his body as well. So this is what Srila Prabhupada is explaining very nicely in here. And also he's expanding himself as here we have this Goloka chart. Where is this one? Thought yeah, so basically Krishna is in the Goloka Vrindavana. He is expanding from here, from Goloka Vrindavana. He is expanding himself as Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and four quadruple expansions are there here. I'm not able to properly show this one, but it's okay. So when he expands into four quadruple expansions, he's still Krishna himself. There is no change, nothing changes. And then from Sankarshana, there is another four expansions, expansion of Narayana. From Sankarshana, Narayana, he's expanding himself as Narayana. And from Narayana, there is a second quadruple expansion of Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. So, yes, thank you, Prabhuji. This one, how do I have to download, Prabhuji, this one, or can I just open?
Just open, Mataji.
Yes, here. Thank you, Prabhuji. So when we see here Radha and Krishna, here two-handed form Radha, so two-handed form Krishna is here. So this is in the Goloka Vrindavana, and he expands himself into four quadruple. When you look 1, 2, 3, 4, in 4 he is expanding himself as Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna. And then again he expands himself as Narayana. Again another four quadruple here Narayana. Again he's expanding himself as again Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna. And then from there we see like his expansions are coming again from, like, this is Brahma Jyotir when we are talking about the effulgence of the Lord. And from here the kind of material world is starting from here, where we are all situated. Like from here, when slowly Narayana, Kshirodakashai Vishnu is coming, and from his breathing, with these bubbles are coming. From that bubbles, all these planetary universes are expanding. And then this is material world, where Garbhodakashai Vishnu is lying down in the Garbhodaka ocean, and then Brahma is coming from his navel. The lotus is coming. In the lotus, Brahma is coming, and from Brahma created all this. With this material universe was created by Brahma. He is the engineer. So we all know, and all these planets are here, but we are not going in detail. But how Krishna is expanding himself into so many different like quadruple expansions, but he is none other than Krishna himself. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. Hare Krishna. Where is everything go? Okay, sorry. Thank you, Prabhuji. So that is again we have to remember that Krishna, when he expands, he nothing changes. He is still Krishna himself. So and also he has lot of incarnations, like Krishna has incarnated himself as Lord Narsimha, Lord Boar, Varaha, fish, like Matsya Avatara and Kurma Avatara. So many avatars are there. But there is no difference between Krishna's original two-handed form. Two-handed form is his original. Original Krishna is only in two-handed form. And then he expands himself as Narayana in four-handed form. And then he also came down to earth in different incarnations, like Narsimha, Varaha, Kurma, Matsya, and all those avatars. And all of those are Krishna himself. Nothing changes. And we already spoke about how he can use all his different bodily limbs as for different things. So not like us, he has no limitations on that. And then here we are talking about, here Prabhupada is saying, when he meditates, therefore he meditates on himself. So self-meditation by ordinary men designated in Sanskrit as so aham. So when ordinary men can meditate on themselves, and it is also called as soham. They think that they are only God, which is not correct actually. It is simply imitation of Krishna. That is not the right way to do it. We have to always meditate upon Radha and Krishna, not on ourselves. And then Krishna meditate on himself because he is complete whole, but we cannot imitate him. We are not complete. We know that we have limited senses, and they are also imperfect, and we are just part and parcel of Krishna. So we have to meditate upon Krishna. And then Krishna's body is also Krishna. There is no existence of anything foreign in Krishna. Everything is Krishna himself. So whatever there is in Krishna is also Krishna. He is therefore the supreme, indestructible, complete existence, or the supreme truth. He is the supreme truth. Hare Krishna. So may I request who would like to read the next paragraph? Any volunteers, please? Nisha
I can
Mata.
read, I can read, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Krishna's existence is not relative existence. Everything else but Krishna is a relative truth. But Krishna is the supreme absolute truth. Krishna does not depend on anything but himself for his existence. Our existence, however, is relative. For example, only when there is the light of the sun, the moon, or electricity are we able to see. Our seeing therefore is relative, and the light of the sun and moon and electricity is also relative. They are called illuminating only because we see them as such. But dependence and relativity do not exist in Krishna. His activities are not dependent on anyone else's appreciation, nor does he depends on anyone else's help. He is beyond the existence of limited time and space, and because he is transcendental literature, we find that supreme personality. Oh, sorry, I missed one. Yes, to time and space, he cannot be covered by the illusion of Maya, whose activities are limited. In the Vedic literature, we find that the supreme personality of Godhead has multipotencies. Since all such potencies are emanations from him, there is no difference between him and his potencies. Certainly, philosophers say, however, that when Krishna comes, he accepts a material body. But even if it is accepted that when he comes to the material world, he accepts a material body, it should be concluded also that because the material energy is not different from him, this body does not act materially. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, therefore, that he appears by his own internal potency, Atma Maya.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much, Mataji. Beautifully read. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. So again here, Krishna's existence is not relative existence. We are all, everything is relative for us. When we are on earth, our weight is different. If you go to moon, our weight is different. Like that, if each and everything is different. When we can only see when there is light or moonlight or sunlight or electricity. Only we will be able to see. In the dark, we cannot see. So there are so many things like that. We are always dependent on something or the other. We will not be, but Krishna is not like that. Nothing is relative to Krishna. He is only, everything is him. He is the relative truth, but Krishna is the supreme absolute truth. So he doesn't have to depend on anything, or nothing is relative. Nothing changes for him. Like for us, everything changes. When there is dark, we cannot see. As we travel, the time space travel, we change, everything changes. So similar, but for Krishna, nothing changes. Time and space, nothing. See, nor does he depend on anyone else's help. So his activities are not dependent on anyone else's appreciation also. Here, Srila Prabhupada is explaining so beautifully that we kind of, when somebody appreciates us, we become very happy, and then we want to do more and more. But if someone says something little differently, or someone says something like criticize, then we don't want to do the job or properly. So, but Krishna is not like that. He doesn't care for someone else's appreciation, nor does he depend on anyone's help. He doesn't need anybody's help. For us, we need help at each and every step. We will need help. So Krishna doesn't have to be like that. And then he is beyond the existence of limited time and space. As I already spoke about time and space, like it changes for us. As time passes, we get old and all those things. If we change the space also, we cannot adjust. Even just traveling to India, oh my God, that we get jet lag, and we say, oh my God, I traveled, day and night changed, and we get jet lag and all those things. But Krishna, nothing changes for him. And because he is transcendental to time and space, he cannot be covered by the illusion of Maya. So this is very important. We have to understand that we are always covered under the Maya, under the illusion of Maya. That's why we get all these effects, these things affect us. But for Krishna, nothing will affect, because he is not covered under the illusion of Maya. And whose activities are because since we are covered, and because he is transcendental to time, he cannot be covered by the illusion of Maya, whose activities are limited. In the Vedic literature, we find that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has multi-potencies. Also, we see that in the Vedic literature, it is mentioned that Krishna has multi-potencies. And since all such potencies are emanations from him, so all these potencies are also coming from him itself. There is no difference between him and his potencies. All his potencies are not different from Krishna. And certain philosophers say, however, that when Krishna comes, he accepts a material body. But it is accepted that when he comes to the material world, he accepts a material body. It should be concluded also that because the material energy is not different from him, the material energy is also coming from him. So some philosophers say that he accepts a material body when he is taking incarnations, when he is born as Rama, Krishna, or whenever he comes down to earth in few avatars. But actually he has a transcendental body. But even if they think that way, we have to think that material energy is also him only. It is also coming from him. This body does not act materially because it is him itself, so he doesn't act under the material conditions of Maya. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that therefore that he appears by his own internal potency, Atma Maya. So in this text, in the 4.6 in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that ajo apisan avyayatma bhutanam ishwaro apisan prakritim syam adhishtaya sambhavam atma mayaya. So in translation, although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, by my internal energy, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. So here Krishna himself has clearly mentioned that he appears in every millennium by his original transcendental form. So he doesn't take any materialistic body. So the philosophers are wrong, because we have to understand that he has only the transcendental body which never deteriorates. So, and he is unborn. So that is what here Srila Prabhupada is mentioning. And so let's go to the next one. Has joined. Hare Krishna, Saurav Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Dandavata Pranam Mataji.
Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Pavan Prabhuji, may I request you to read the next one, Prabhuji, next paragraph? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sure, Mataji. Krishna is called the Supreme Brahman because he is the cause of creation, the cause of maintenance, and the cause of dissolution. Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are different expansions of these material qualities. All these material qualities can act upon the conditioned souls, but there is no such action and reaction upon Krishna because these qualities are all simultaneously one with and different from him. Krishna himself is simply Sachitananda Vigraha, the eternal form of bliss and knowledge, and because of his inconceivable greatness, he is called the Supreme Brahman. His meditation on Brahman or Paramatma or Bhagavan is on himself only and not on anything else beyond himself. This meditation cannot be imitated by the ordinary living entity. Hare Krishna. Would you like to continue, Mataji?
This is good, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So again, Krishna is called the Supreme Brahman because he is the cause of creation, the cause of maintenance, and the cause of dissolution. Like the other day, yesterday, I think I was listening to another like class, and in that Prabhuji mentioned like who is God? God. God is generator, operator, and destroyer. So that is what he was just giving abbreviation for God, which was very nice, I thought. So I'm just sharing that. And so God is the creator, God is the maintainer, as well as he is the cause of dissolution. And Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are different expansions of these material qualities. So basically, we know that Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the maintainer, and Lord Shiva is the destroyer of this material universes when it comes at the time of destruction. So, and all of them are coming again from Krishna itself. So Krishna himself, all three of them are coming. So all these material qualities can act upon the conditioned souls. So these material qualities can be acting on only on the conditioned souls, but there is no such action on the action and reaction upon Krishna, because these qualities are all simultaneously one with and different from him, even though they are all coming from him and one with him, and also at the same time they are different from him. So Krishna himself is simply Sachitananda Vigraha. So here we are again saying Sat means who is eternal. Chit means knowledge, full of knowledge, and Ananda, bliss. So he is the eternal form of bliss and knowledge. And because of his inconceivable greatness, he is called the Supreme Brahman. So basically, he is also called a Supreme Brahman because of his inconceivable greatness. We are also part and parcel of Krishna. So we also have a tiny bit of, we are also eternal. The soul is eternal, but this body is not. So these are the things which we have to understand. The soul is eternal and blissful, and that's why we are also always longing to be happy. But we are misunderstanding that if the body is happy, we will be happy. That is what the misunderstanding is, because we are covered under the illusion of Maya. And his meditation on Brahman or Paramatma or Bhagavan is on himself only and not on anything else beyond himself. So when he is meditating upon Brahman or Paramatma or Bhagavan, that doesn't mean that he is meditating on someone else, but he is actually meditating on himself. This meditation cannot be imitated by the ordinary living entity. That's why we should not be meditating upon ourselves, imitating how Krishna is doing. So this is what here it is. Hare Krishna, Amok Prabhuji. Should I?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, we are at 9 o'clock. Yeah, we'll give them some time for the devotees to ask questions and reflect.
Yes, Prabhuji, that's why. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you everyone for giving
We
me.
got Prabhuji. Very beautiful, Mataji, very nicely explained, and so divine, and hearing this nectarian pastimes of Krishna and his day-to-day activities. It is inspiring our day-to-day activities as well.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank
Okay,
you.
we'll hear from the devotees, Mataji. Rajalakshmi Mataji.
Yeah, it is such a divineful session, Mataji, very nicely explained. And also, it clearly demonstrates, okay, how we have to do our services and duties in daily life, like waking up early and also doing all our karmas without bonding to this material world is clearly explained. But it is very hard when we are living in this material world, okay, just to not to get into the hands of Maya, but with the good association and also chanting and following those regulatory principles, I think we can overcome those things, which is very good. Um, I think the only one bit what you have shown, like incarnations of Krishna, like different forms, quadruple forms, and all, Mataji. Maybe in one session, if it can be explained, maybe that would be really helpful, Mataji.
I think Amok Prabhuji did it many times, Mataji, but I will also ask Amok Prabhuji to do that once, because
Okay,
um,
that is,
yeah, my understanding, I'm very very little, so I don't think I will be
you did
able.
better than
But
most, Mataji. It is so divinely explained everything so nicely. But I'm curious to know all those various forms and all, how Krishna is just okay expanding and all. So yeah, different nectar forms. Yeah.
yes,
Thank you
Mataji,
so much,
we will
Mataji. Yeah.
ask request Amok Prabhuji, please do this session one day, so we
Yes,
also
Prabhu.
understand clearly, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yeah, please, Prabhu. Yeah, Amok Prabhu.
Yes, sure, Mataji. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah.
Okay, we got Ramlala Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Ramlala Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Pranam. Yes, this is the actually the how Krishna's expansion. I think in the Bhagavatam Canto 2, I think is clearly expansion explained because this is the source of everything coming from Krishna and his quadruple, how it is coming. I know that the last time you have shown the picture is very clearly explained how it was. So you can show again. Mataji also shown this how it was coming. This is the first expansion. What is the first expansion? We have to know. What is that? Aniruddha. Yeah, we can repeat all together. Who was the Aniruddha and help?
Aniruddha.
Aniruddha.
Ah,
Aniruddha.
Aniruddha.
Yeah. Shankarshan, Aniruddha, Shankarshan, Aniruddha, and then who else?
Pradyumna.
Sorry,
Pradyumna.
Pradyumna.
Pradyumna and
Anita, Sankarshana, and
Shank.
Sankarsha.
Vasudeva.
Yeah, Shankarshan I mentioned first time. Shankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, and
Vasudeva.
Va, Balaram. Yes.
Vasudeva.
Sorry, Vasudeva. Balaram already first expansion. Vasudeva. Yes. This first expansion. And then Narayan is coming from, what is it? It's a one by one. It was clear. Because this is a big topics actually. This is yes.
So Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and then there four are expansions of
Yes.
Lord Balrama.
Yes.
And then from the Sankarshana, Narayana is expansion further. And from Narayana, again Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. And from the second Sankarshana, here in the second Chaturvyuha, he is called Mahasankarshana. From him, Karunadakasai, Mahavishnu, he gets expanded. This is the first Purusha avatar. This is for the sake of the material creation. The Lord is transcendental, but somewhere or other he is in contact with a little bit creation of the material world. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Vishtabhyaham idam Krishnam ekamshena sito jagat. अथवा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवार्जुन विष्टभ्याहम idam Krishnam ekamshena sthito jagat. Just by one expansion, I create, maintain, and destroy everything just by one expansion. That expansion is Mahavishnu. From Mahavishnu's innumerable universes. And again, he enters into each and every universe. And in one universe, one Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And then further he expands as Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. And again, further there are so many avatars coming, Leela avatars. From the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the source of all other incarnations in our universe. Okay, so these are all Leela avatars, Guna avatars, and Sektavesh avatars, Yuga avatars, Manvantara avatars, like that. And also Guna avatars. Guna avatars are, they are different, but here this is all Vishnu Tattvas.
Vaibhava, actually.
Is there any specific divine reason behind this kind of different avatars, Prabhuji? Because first quadruple, like 4 avatars, Krishna has taken. Then he just expanding because he is a omnipresent and supreme Godhead. If he wants, he can become into million avatars in one go. But is there any specific reason the way how he just moving from like quadruple to like different avatars or next to Mahavishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu? Is there anything divine reason behind it, Prabhuji? Sorry if I'm asking something nonsense, but
yeah, very good question. Yes.
Ramlala Prabhuji, would you like to explain?
Yeah, the reason is simple. Why Krishna has different, for example, Guna avatar or Lila avatar? Why? For example, when we are Vignanasini, we have to remember Nirshangadev. So it does not mean Nirshangadev cannot do Gopi Bhava with the Gopis. He is not doing the dance with Gopi. When the Gopi dance, we remember our two-handed Krishna. So, and Matsya Avatar, he has the specific purpose. He came, a specific purpose. Vamana Avatar or any Rama Avatar. But it doesn't mean everyone has different purpose and different qualities. But he has all are the same, but different qualities, different purpose, they did. So whenever we have some for example obstacle, we have to pray for Nishangadev. So it does not mean we can pray to Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, but there is a specific thing we have to do that for the obstacle. For obstacle, Nishangadev. For any other purpose, when for example, what is the 3 legs? Who is it? Balidev. We remember what is Vamanadev. So we have to remember how he can do. He's a big seater. We can see it, but we have to remember he's a big seater. He has seated Vamanadev. But these seater also different qualities. He is giving more than that, and he become one proverb in Bengali proverb, who become my servant. I can collect everything. I can take everything. He will suffer. But even though he attached to me, then I become his servant. So whenever Boli Maharaj, Lord has taken everything, Vamanadev. But even though he was attached to him, and he gave his head, but it does not mean he went to the patal, but it doesn't mean Krishna become his doorkeeper. So this is everything we have to understand simple way. Everyone has different specific purpose. specific qualities. But he's multi, he can do everything, one thing, but this is different taste, different rush. So that's why you have to remember different ways.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhu. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. For nice explanation. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Any other questions? Saurabh Prabhuji wanted to add anything, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna. No, Prabhu, I am just listening. I don't have the knowledge to add above what was being said.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Nisha Mataji, you wanted to ask any questions or add anything, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji. Nothing from my end.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. No, Prabhu, I don't have anything more to ask. Very nicely explained by Gayatri Mataji, everything, and then um, there were some very interesting questions and answered by you and Ramlila Prabhu. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Nagshankar Prabhuji?
Yeah, I'm still trying to digest this data. So I always thought you had Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and Krishna is basically a Vishnu avatar, right? But now this whole thing itself is going into Krishna, right? There's something I have to digest this information. It is very new angle for me to think about. Thank you so much for showing us this. I'll study more on this. I need to understand more, but that is something I have to learn myself rather than, as of now, I have no other questions.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Can you share this document, Prabhu, in the group, please?
In the group, yes, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
So at Nagashankar Prabhuji, so this one, when we know in the Bhagavad Gita, many times we were misled in the society. There are only Krishna is one of the incarnations. But if when we scrutinizingly read Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavaha matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Everything comes from me. And Adityanam aham Vishnuhu Rudra.
Guruji, we cannot hear you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you are muted.
No, I think
Yeah, he is
Prabhuji
out.
did say he has some internet issues today.
Yes, internet, because he's out.
No problem.
Actually, this is I can add, because it was Bhagavata Chaturshloki. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. So I am expand everything, and who knows this thing, iti matta bhajante mam Buddha bhava samanita. Actually, who knows this thing, then he surrender to him.
Yeah.
For example, if I don't know what is the value, for example, a child, he cannot understand who is a minister or prime minister. He has no knowledge. 4 years, 5 years boy, he cannot understand it. But when he has knowledge, then he has to surrender. He has to respect him. So what is the value of become as a minister or prime minister? He understood. He understands. Then he can respect him. So that's why who has understand this? Krishna is expanding everything. He has all this, all pervading. Everywhere is Krishna. Everything is linked with Krishna.
Yeah.
Then at that moment he surrendered. Krishna is only powerful. And what is the powerful means? We have to surrender to. That's why is before also it was you read, Mataji, you have already read. But the point is, Shakti and Shaktiman. Shakti and Shaktiman. but in this world, people are looking for Shakti, power. His power is, for example, money or property or asset. This is Shakti. This is his power.
Yep.
But we are not looking for Shaktiman, who is the all create everything, is the everything source of everything.
Yep.
So that's why this part is missing. That is
Understood.
demoniac tendency, Ravana tendency. Ravan want to take Sita, but he is not looking for who is the power of potence of Sita, the eternal consort of Sita, Ram.
Yep.
So that is the missing part.
Understood. Yeah.
I think
Thank you.
Amak Prabhu again coming there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. That actually helps a lot. Please share this PDF, Prabhuji. I think we look at it again and again, right? And it will basically help us get to the reality, right? Thank you, Prabhuji.
Another part, because there is another comment, because people they criticize about in the ISKCON devotee or ISKCON, they don't understand what is ISKCON. ISKCON is not different. Actually, Krishna consciousness. When we understand Krishna consciousness, is Bhagavad Gita. That is who knows Buddha Bhava Samanita, and who knows this thing, then he surrendered to me. Actually, here, what is the Krishna's divine form, or he's a Golokadham. He has Prabhuji, can you go down? The Mohesh Dham. Mohesh Dham actually this Shiva. Can you go, Prabhuji? Amak Prabhu, can you go down? And go down, please. Down. Yes. Yes, it's okay. You can go down. Yeah, go down. Yeah. Go, yes. That is one part is Moheshadam. Yes, go down. That is material. Because material and spiritual. What is the Moheshadam? Can you show me the Moheshadam? Yeah. Before that. Yeah, Moheshadam. Because after going to East, yeah. It's not, because last time I have seen. No. Yeah, river brother. Yeah. After the crossing the river, that part actually Moheshadam, the boundary. Because Shiva is taking care for this thing. Yeah, this is special planet, Haridham. Go down, Haridham, then we can go to Mahardham. This part. This is it's not, that's why the Shiva is not Jiva Tattva, not Vishnu Tattva. So is a crossing part of the Biroja river. That is a material crossing to special planet. That is, we are respecting the Shiva. Is the one of the important. We have to take blessings from Shiva.
Very beautiful explained, Prabhuji. So this is Golokadamni Nijidamni Talechtasya Devi Mahesha Haridamanu Teshu Teshu. So this is again, it says in the Sri Brahma Samhita.
Yes.
First is the topmost is Goloka, next one is the Haridhama, next is Mahesh Dhama, bottom is Devi Dhama. Devi Dhama is our universe.
Yeah, material.
Thank you, Prabhuji. That helps
Prabhuji?
a lot. No,
Yeah.
thank you, Prabhuji. I said that helps. Thank you.
It's pleasure. We have to share. Yeah. Tushanti sa Ramonti sa. Whenever we share, we can hear. That is it's pleasure for. Prabhuji, can you connect also Nitya Nityanam Cetana? Can you connect this part also? What is the Krishna and here? Whatever
Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. So this is from the Upanishads, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Katha Upanishad actually.
Yeah, Katha Upanishad. Let me
Can you connect this part already, whatever we have discussed?
So the Lord is always in the Goloka Vrindavan. Goloka eva nivasati Akilatma Bhuto. At the same time, he is in the heart of all the living entities. He is in the Goloka. And also, whenever Lord comes down to this material world, at the time his abode also comes down, Vrindavan Dham. And when he is wherever the Lord is there, that is Vaikuntha. There is no miseries. Vaikuntha Kunta means miseries. Vaikuntha means no miseries. And Eko Bahunam Vidhati Kaman. Even though the Lord is only one, he would fulfill the desires of all the living entities. And that is one thing. And also, the Lord does not have to do anything. Natasya karyam karanam chirijyate, na tat samasya abhidikasya dhrusyate, parasyaktir vividhaiva shurayate, swabhavaki jnana balakriyacha. He has all his energies always work. And they all try to fulfill the desires of the Lord. And the Lord does not have any desires. His energies always work. He simply wills, his energies always work. And here one point about the Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. So in the this is Goloka Vrindavan where Krishna is there, Vasudeva and Sankarshana is bottom here, Sankarshana, and then this is Pradyumna and Aniruddha. So what is Vasudeva is he represents the pure consciousness. Sankarshana is the pure ego, but it is a pure ego. And then Pradyumna is the pure intelligence. And then Aniruddha is the pure mind. They are all in the transcendental. They are the deities in the spiritual world. The same deities in the material world, their representatives are Vasudeva as he is in the contaminated state. We are all consciousness. The Chittam is the consciousness. So it is natural state, but now it is now covered by the material world. Now we are thinking and we are all performing, but we have got material body. And here, and coming to this one, Sankarshana, in this material world, it is called false ego. We identify ourselves with the body. That is false ego. We are spiritual entities, spiritual consciousness, spiritual entities. When we identify ourselves as the body, then we are polluted. And also Pradyumna, whenever our intelligence is polluted, this is for the Sankarshana's representative in this material world, that is Lord Shiva. And then for the Pradyumna intelligence, here Lord Brahma is representative for the intelligence in this material world. And for the Aniruddha, he is the mind, he is the Lord of the mind. And in this world, he is the moon god. He represents the Aniruddha. Yadahu Aniruddhakyam Rishikanam Adhishwaram Sarad Indhivarashamam Samradhyam Yogi Vihishanehi. The yogis, they simply meditate on the Aniruddha, who is the Lord of the mind. Likewise, they have got representatives in this material world. But Krishna does not have to do anything in this material world at all. He comes to perform his pastimes with his devotees. That is the only purpose. He is the enjoyer. Viharet Paramanande Govindu Atulanayaka. So he is always enjoying in the Goloka Vrindavan. And also when he comes in this material world, he also we see always enjoying. That is Krishna. And Krishna does not have any weapons in his hand like all others. Vishnu has got Sudarshan Chakra, Lord Shiva has got Trishul, and Durga Devi has got different weapons. Likewise, all gods, they have got something else. But Krishna, he does not carry anything. He simply have the flute. He is the enjoyer, and with Radharani and gopis. That is his pastimes. The Lord means enjoyer. This is Ananda. And he is the Sat Chit Ananda. And when the Mataji was describing, the Lord meditates on himself. So here, Lord, he is the Atma Rama. Atma Rama. So Atma Rama, it is mentioned like one of the statements. Atma Rama Shantaya. Atma Rama Shantaya.
In Brahma Sangita as well.
Yes, in the Brahma Samhita mentioned, and also in the Bhagavatam, and also Krishna also. Namo akinchana vittaya nivritta gunavrittaye atma rama shantaya kaivalyapataye namaha. He is self-satisfied. Kunti Devi prayers. Okay. And here, when Lord comes here, one of the statements of Bhagavatam, Vadin tattat vidistatvam yajnanamadbhayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti siddhyate. The Lord expands into the three stages. One, he expands himself Paramatma, and who Paramatma is the Lord in the heart of all the living entities. And also Brahman. This is the Brahma Jyoti, Brahman effulgence. And the different yogis meditate. The first level of yogis, they meditate on the Brahma Jyoti. They will go just merge into the Brahma Jyoti. And the further advanced devotees or yogis, they enter into the Vaikuntha planet, which is situated in the Brahma Jyoti. So here all the Vaikuntha planets, they are in the Brahma Jyoti. And who are just first level yogis, they do not enter into Vaikuntha planet. They simply stay in the light. And the second level, they enter into the planets. Okay, that is Paramatma. And then yogis who meditate on the personal form of the Lord, like Krishna, and who wanted to associate with the Lord with intimate relationships. Okay, and who are meditating on the two form of the Lord and worshipping deity in the home, that Krishna, Radha Krishna forms, they enter into the this Goloka Vrindavana. And who are worshipping the Lord in 400 form of Lord Narayana, and this is opulent form. Krishna and Narayana not different. Same Krishna, when he is in the Vaikuntha with 4 hands, it is Narayana opulent form. And Krishna is with the 2-handed form in the Goloka Vrindavana, that is enjoying mode with all the gopis. That is the topmost. Goloka Vrindavana is the topmost. In the Brahma Jyoti, there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets exist. And here in each and every Vaikuntha planet, in one Vaikuntha planet, the form of the having 4 hands, in each hand he has got one particular symbol, like the conch shell and Sudarsana Chakra and Kaumodiki Gada, and also lotus flower. So these are the 4. When the format, this permutation combination changing in a different hands, different, then he is called it with a different name. There are 24 of different expansions like that, and there are many other innumerable things, innumerable Vaikuntha lokas. And all these planets, Vaikuntha planets, the devotees and citizens of those planets, they are with the 4 hands. Vasanti yatra purushaha sarve Vaikuntha murtayaha ye nimitta nimitena dharmena aradayan harim श्यामा वदाताः शतपत्रलोचनाः पिशङ्गवस्त्राः सुरुचः सुपेशशः सर्वे चतुर्बाह उन्मिषन्मुनि प्रवेकनिष्काभरणाः सुवर्चसः. With all 400 forms, they're very effulgent. Okay, so but here what we are just talking about it, Krishna is the Atmarama. He meditates on himself only. He does not, when he is the when Krishna is enjoying, one he enjoys with only himself. In order to have different personality, he expands himself as Radharani. Again, this describes here in the Yadadvaitam Brahmopanishidi Tadapyasya Tanubha Yatmantriyami Purusheti Soshamsha Vibhavaham Shadaishwaryaihi Purno Eha Bhagavan Sasvayam Na Chaitanyant Krishna Jagati Paratatvam Paramiha Radha Krishna Pranay Vikriti Hladini Sektirasman Ekatmana Vapi Bhuipura Deha Vedam Gatavatav Chaitanyakyam Prakamaduna Tadbhaim Chekyamaptam Radha Bhavadviti Sulitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. So here Radha Krishna Pranay Vikriti Hladini Sektirasman Ekatmana Vapi Bhuipura Deha Vedam Gatavatav. Krishna is only one person. And in order, Ekatmana Vapi Bhuvipura Deha Bedam Gatautav, and he has expanded himself into Krishna and Radharani to perform his pastimes. And again, they both combine together and they have appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the 500 years ago in the Kali Yuga. That is Chaitanyapyam Pratamadhana Tadbhayam Chaikyamaptam, and both forms again combined together, and that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation. It's a golden incarnation. Yada Purushah Pasyate Rukmavarnam Kartarmisham Purusham Brahma Yonim. Whoever sees that golden form of the Lord, they will be freed from this material world. Okay, that is further expansions for the describing about how Krishna and why he meditates on his body itself. Okay, that is just a few points to pick.
And
there are many things.
yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. It's wonderfully explained. Actually, also his blessings to the king. You can read also as Canto 10. Actually, Canto 10, chapter 73. Yeah, 22 and 23. You can read that one also. Just as his instruction. Yeah.
Which chapter,
10, 73.
73.
Yes, only the translation is there. 22 and 23.
73.
73, go down. Yeah, go down. 73. Yeah, 22, 23. Yes, giving the advice. 22, yes. Yeah, no translation. Yes.
Is this the answer, Prabhuji?
Yeah, as you live, yeah. You can read too, because I have little problem.
Yes. As you live your lives, begetting generations of progeny and encountering happiness and distress, birth and death, always keep your minds fixed on me. Be detached from the body and everything connected to it, remaining self-satisfied. Steadfastly keep your vows while concentrating your minds fully on me. In this way, you will ultimately attain me, the supreme absolute truth.
Excellent. Yeah, this is also clearly, because this is also, he is giving the how he becomes Atmarama, actually mentioned. How to, because our mind is hesitate to us. So what we can do? Actually, his mind controller, you mentioned already, about the Aniruddha. Aniruddha, who is controlling mind? Who is controlling our intelligence? Shankar, no. Is it, who is controlling our intelligence? Shankarsan or Pradyumna, yes, Pradyumna. So mind controlling his expansion actually is Krishna. Whatever we have to understand Krishna, because his mind fixed upon him. First thing, and second thing, we have to mind giving to mind to him. Then we have to be feel satisfied. Satisfied. Then we don't have to no other desire. Then actually this is the Atmarama stage. This is Atma. So that's why 23 is clear. What is the state of Atmarama? Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. Any other questions? Pavan Prabhuji wanted to ask, or anything you wanted to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for detailing explaining Mataji, Gayatri Mataji, and really good questions. And as Nagashankar Prabhuji mentioned, like his experience when he saw this, so that says everything. Majority of the people outside were not exposed to Srimad Bhagavatam, and then once they realize this, that's when you start learning more and more. So that was my first experience as well when I joined the session. I would say these are highly value adding sessions. Nowhere we could, even though if you pay thousands of pounds, you wouldn't get such a good knowledgeable session, I would say. And every day I'm really thankful for every session which is bringing really good changes in my life as well, positively, as the Gayatri Mataji mentioned this in this session, like in terms of how waking up early, creates a good harmony of every day. So I had personal experience in that. Earlier, I used to struggle to wake up early, but later, when I started, joining the sessions, I understood the value of that, and slowly, I'm trying to at least catch up with you guys in the morning, and then I saw a real difference. Like before, it's like when I start driving to work, it's like all the agitation, oh, there's a sudden traffic and they stop the traffic. It's like too much agitation. When I started Krishna consciousness, when it's traffic, I'm doing mala in the traffic, it's complete change. I was like, oh, I get it takes 7 minutes for one mala, right? So if map says there is a 14 minutes congestion, I was like, wow, nice, I can do two malas, I completely changed my mindset from stress to happiness. So I would say these sessions are really helping me. That's why I'm trying to make sure to add people to this. And I asked a few people to join, like Raj Lakshmi Mataji, and then trying to spread this Krishna consciousness. And that's where the happiness is. Like if you speak, there is one saying, I think even, I don't know the Sanskrit one, Krishna himself said, if we talk about Krishna in this world, Krishna is going to talk about us in the Goloka, telling the people that, see, look at that, my bhakt is talking about me in Bulok, Krishna reminds us in Goloka if we remind Krishna in this Buloka. So keep doing that. And thank you so much for today's session. It's a really value adding session. Very, 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 very thankful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Very nice reflections. Thank you so much. Okay, so this Krishna, this is because every day we learn something. It doesn't matter if one was elevated or something, one or every day we learn something. That is important. Every day we learn. That is the happiness. Gayatri Mataji, you are on mute.
Yes, Prabhuji, I was not talking anyways. I was just listening only.
Yeah, this
And
is this.
also, Prabhuji, I just wanted to add something to Nag Shankar Prabhuji's question. Like he was saying, similarly, same when I started, when I came into Krishna consciousness, I had the same feeling like, how come we always said Narayana and Lakshmi are the main deities, and then and then the Krishna is only an avatar of. And it was a little bit, it took me some time to understand how everything is emanating from Krishna, not just from Narayana, even though they both are same. But I just wanted to tell Nag Shankar Prabhuji that someone told me that, when there is a police officer who is at home, he will be relaxed. He will be playing, he will be enjoying with his kids and enjoying the family life at home. But when he has to go to work, he has to wear his uniform and all those things, and then he has to go to work, and then people will look at him in a different way. So similarly, Krishna at home, like that's why Srila Prabhupada always emphasizes, go home, go back to Godhead, go back to Godhead, like go home. So I think that is what I think, my understanding. If I'm wrong, please correct me, Amuk Prabhuji. So at home, Krishna is like that, with only two-handed form, playing his flute, enjoying with all the gopis, and that's how he is enjoying with all his kids. If we are all his kids, then he will be, if we go back, he will be happy to have us there, I guess. So, but when he has to come down and do these things, like then he has to have this four-handed form with Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma and all those things to punish the miscreants and to protect the devotees. He has four hands, two working for the protection and two working for to destroy the demons. So that is what my understanding is, Prabhuji. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Gayatri Mataji.
Thank you.
Yes, Mataji. So beautifully given that analogy. So yeah, home and office and opulent. It is instead of saying office, like office. For example, Krishna at home and then assembly hall in the Dwaraka Sudharma Sabha, where he enjoys with all his associates. Okay, so that is so beautiful. Okay, that is Vaikuntha, and every Saturday morning, devotees have plenty of time to ask more questions and more reflections. Saturday morning and Sunday mornings, because Monday to Friday mornings we don't have much time squeeze. Everyone has to rush to something, and evening again coming tired, but still just we are taking a snap, little bit of good nectarian pastimes. Okay. And as just one, and also when we have got family, स्वयंभुमनु सभार्यः सप्रजः कामान् भुभुजे अन्य अविरोधतः संगे मानस सत्कीर्तिः सस्त्रीभिः सुरगायकैः प्रतिभूषेषु अनुबद्धेन हृदा शृण्वन् हरेः कथाः प्रतिभूषेषु अनुबद्धेन every day morning without missing प्रतिभूषेषु अनुबद्धेन हृदा शृण्वन् हरेः कथाः with all his heart content he used to hear Krishna Katha along with wife and children तबार्यः सप्रजान् कामान् बुभुजे अन्य अविरोधतः without any interruptions संगे मानस सत्कीर्तिः सस्त्रीभिः सुरगायकैः all the time glorifying with the entire family waking up everyone wife and children and husband waking up early morning 5 o'clock and then getting ready and then coming to the temple room doing nice pujas. That is our tradition. It is not sleeping until late. This is animalistic life. Who doesn't have this varnashrama dharma? That is simply animalistic life. Varnashrama, human life starts at the varnashrama dharma. 4 varnas and 4 ashramas. That is the basis point for elevating ourselves into this gradually and spiritual platform. And here, whoever comes to the Krishna, once they gradually improving themselves in the spiritual life, at the end, they become pure devotees of Krishna. That is the topmost. Napasyami param bhotam akattuhu samadarshana. There is no equal person to that devotee of the Lord. Okay, this is the devotee. Means it is becoming a devotee is not that much easy. One has to go through the austerities, penances, discipline, following the regulative principle. This is Vidhi Bhakti. Vidhi Bhakti means following rules and regulations, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following the instructions of the bona fide spiritual master. Okay, here no one would speculate anything. They do not speak on their personal opinions. Everything comes from the Shastra as it is. Okay, that's why one has to, and Srila Prabhupada, because of his mercy, we are all fortunate to receive that nectarian point and relishing. Until we come to Krishna conscious, it is completely ignorance or innocence. We do not know who is Brahma, who is Lord Shiva, who is Vishnu. We used to think that, oh, I know Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and Krishna is one of the incarnation. That is a even basic thing. Out of ABCDs, it is A. That's it. We don't know B, C, D, E, F until Z. There are so many things out there. Okay, that is our society. We were raised in such society. Okay, if we just go further beyond, and also this creation and everything, creation, maintenance, and destruction, it is also for certain kind of people, again, based on their consciousness. The pure devotees, they do not worry about those things. Naitam bhavena karito bhagavan bhagavattamah. They do not even worry about this creation maintenance and they wanted to spend wherever they are. They wanted to spend time with the Lord. Ittam satam brahma sukhanubhutya. This is dasim gatanam paradhaivatena mayasitanam naradharakena sakam vijagruhu krutapunya punjaha. The boys who are spending time with the Lord, they have done so many pious activities. They are relishing that pastimes. Okay, that is even the living few days, one would be completely sad. It doesn't. Kim pramattaihi buhvihi parokshaihi hainaihi varam muhurtum viditam ghatate shreyase yataha varam muhurtum viditam ghatate shreyase yataha. One can achieve the perfection of human life even in muhurta time, around 40 to 48 minutes in between. That is muhurta time. Kim pramattaihi bahubihi parokshaihi hainaihi. What is the use of extending the life for so many years, hundreds and thousands of years, without being a Krishna devotee? Once you become a devotee means that you have achieved the topmost. After you do not desire anything of this material nature. Okay, so that is how it is described. And one can really feel that happiness when you come in contact with the devotees. Even association with the devotees, it is not even equivalent to the liberation itself. तुलयामलवेना पिनस्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत् संगे संगस्या मच्चानं किमुताशशः. A moment of devotees association is greater than the liberation. What to speak of heavenly comforts or opulences of this material world, as Prabhuji was mentioning. You cannot get this knowledge even if you spend millions of pounds. Here, this is the verse. तुलयामलवेन पिन्नस्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गसङ्गस्य मच्चाणं किमुदाशिषः. What to speak of material things, all this money or gold or land, all these things. So this is the devotee's treasure. This is called Brahma Sampatya. This is called Brahma Sampatti. You do not see anything of the material nature. After the association with the devotees, gaining the knowledge, you do not see that you became a rich, you have got land, you got a gold or money, some assets. You don't see all these things, but you have acquired something. What is that? It is called Brahma Sampatti, spiritual asset. It is eternal. It will never ever deteriorate. It is always in your account. It is always increasing. It is always increasing. Pratyavayo na vidyate. It will never ever be deteriorated. Krishna says that one. Okay. So this is the Brahma Sampatti. Vishoko Brahma Sampatyam Sanchinadvair Samsayaha. When you have got this spiritual asset, you will counteract any kind of problem in this world. That's why Krishna gives assurance, my devotee never perishes. Name bhakta pranasyati. Chipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat chantim nagachyati. Even though he appears that sometimes he is falling in the material pool or small mistakes, something like that. But he says, Kaunte pratijanihi name bhakta pranasyati. Oh Arjuna, declare boldly to the world that my devotee will never ever perish. So devotees take that statements of the Lord and continue manmana bhav mad bhakto majjaji mam namaskuru mam vaisi yuktaivam atmanam mat parayana. This is manmana bhav mad bhakto. Always remembering the Lord, becoming the devotee of the Lord, always offering obeisances to the Lord. Manmana bhav mad bhakto majjaji mam namaskuru mam vaisi yuktaivam atmanam mat parayana. Atmanam mat parayana. That is what Krishna wanted. You become my devotee. When you go to Krishna, what Krishna asks you? Patram pushpam palam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upurhutam asnami prayatatmanaha. He does not want all your material things. He simply wants a water, a tulsi leaf, a flower, a fruit. As simple as that. Anyone can get these things. It is very easy to worship Krishna, but it is not that much easy. The process is because the commitment, Krishna abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa nanigamina paramam purusham divyam yati pardhanu chintayan. You need to practice. Waking up early in the morning, it is gradually. Otherwise, one day we may wake up at early in the morning, 5:30, and then we can chant. But next day and third day, fourth day, and then where is the inspiration? But that's why body cannot immediately accept all those things. Gradually, we need to keep alarms like 15 minutes and then continue it for 1 month and then another 15 minutes early, again one more month. And then gradually we can just reduce our sleeping time in the morning. This is, there is very beautiful sloka, Vibhavari Shesha, Aloka Pravesha, something like that. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sang. Whenever early in the morning, whenever the night is ending, wake up, Uto Jiva, wake up. Once you lose 1 minute, you don't get back. Chant Hare Krishna. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmarijya mayarpita manobuddhir mam ye vaisesi asamsayaha. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu, all the times and circumstances. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. Do not waste a single moment. Krishna is saying that. Tamasoma jyotirdhamaya. Come into the light. Don't stay in the darkness of this material world. Sleeping, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, earning money, staying with the family, watching TVs, going hotels and coming home again. Same thing day to day. Always earning money. When do you remember Krishna? This is what we learn every day here. Thank you so much, Gayatri Mataji. You are beautifully describing this Krishna book and all pastimes. Okay, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for explaining so beautifully everything today. So nice, Prabhuji. Beautiful. Okay. So, did we ask everyone, Prabhuji? Should we?
Maybe if devotees, if they wanted to share anything or any questions for that. Otherwise, if there are no questions, then we shall move to the next part, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji, we can do the Narsimha Arati and then we can.
Thank you. Is just can I add little addition? Yeah, Amakurab already explained nicely. It was wonderfully. Just one. Actually, this is the Bhagavad Dharma. Whatever he mentioned, it is also mentioned in Bhagavatam, Canto 6, chapter 16, text number 40. It was nicely explained by Srila Prabhupada. What is the Bhagavad Dharma and what is not Bhagavad Dharma. The Prabhuji already clearly mentioned about Varnashram Dharma and everything. But Prabhupada, it is purport also clearly mentioned, Prabhupada mentioned. What is our ultimate goal for that? So this is the very important, very nicely. If you have little time just to share this part, actually, Amak Prabhu, is this okay? Just
Prabhuji, which one, Prabhuji? I was.
Canto 6, Canto 6, Canto
Cantos.
6. Yeah, Canto 6, not Canto 6. Bhagavatam, Canto 6, chapter 16. Quickly, yeah. Chapter 16, text number 40. 40. 40.
Oh, 40. Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yeah, you can click. Yeah, go on. Go on. Go on, down. Actually, I can go. Yeah, if it is translation, it's okay, fine. This is actually mentioned about the Bhagavad Dharma. What is Bhagavad Dharma? Then I am interested to what Prabhupada mentioned. What is Bhagavad Dharma? Yeah, it's giving the instruction to Kumaras. Go down. Yeah, afterward. Yes, just Stani. It is clear, it's mentioned, one should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service. It is important. And then go through, that is the Narada Pancharatri, it was mentioned. So one should free from all material designation and cleansed of all material contamination. He should be restored to his pure identity, in which he engages his senses in the service of the proprietorship of the senses. That is called devotional service. As a devotional service, what is meaning? Is coming from Narada Pancharatri. And that is actually called as a Bhagavad Dharma. So without material aspiration, one should simply serve Krishna as advised in Bhagavad Gita, Narada Pancharatri, and Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavad Dharma is the process of religion enunciated by pure devotee, direct representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like Narada, Shukdev Goswami, and their humble servant in the disciplic succession. So we can come to Srila Prabhupada. Actually. By understanding Bhagavad Dharma, one immediately becomes free from material contamination living entities who are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are loitering in the material world, material suffering. When they are instructed by the Lord Himself about Bhagavad Dharma and they adopt it, that is victory of the Lord, for the Lord. That is victory for the Lord, for then claim them fallen soul. A devotee following the principle of Bhagavad Dharma feels very much obliged to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can understand the difference between life without Bhagavad Dharma and life with Bhagavad Dharma. And thus he ever remain obliged to the Lord, taking to Krishna consciousness and bringing fallen soul to Krishna consciousness is victory of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Actually, it's mentioned, whatever among Prabhu mentioned, that is the Varnashram Dharma, whatever, everything, we have to come to Bhagavad Dharma at the end. So, and we have to understand what is the difference with Bhagavad Dharma and without Bhagavad Dharma. The without Bhagavad Dharma is demoniac mentality. And with Bhagavad Dharma, actually, we can come to victory. Actually, victory means we can go to Goloka Dham. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So beautifully explained. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So nice.
Actually, it is explained by Srila Prabhupada. For me, it's nothing.
Yes.
We have to take this opportunity. This is a resource we have. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So beautiful. Yes. Should we do the Narsimha praise, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, please. You can ascend to sir.
Yes, Prabhuji. Can I request Nisha Mataji and anybody else who want to do follow Nisha Mataji or Pawan Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna
Sure,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Actually, I can follow someone if you can ask. I mean, I can sing
Yes,
along.
no problem, Mataji. I can lead. Yeah.
Pawan
Okay,
Prabhuji
fine.
can lead and you can follow Mataji. Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम् नमस्ते नरसिंहाय
Namaste Narasimhaya
प्रहलादलाददायिने
Praladadaine
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
Hiranakashipur Vakshila
शिलाटङ्कानकालाये
Tanakala Nakhaile
शिलाटङ्कानकालाये
Tinakala Nakaile
इथो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहो
Ito Narsimha Parto Narsimho
यतो यतो यामि तथो नरसिंहा
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimho
बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
Bahir Narsimho Hriday Narsimho
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये
Narsimhadim Sharanam Parpade
तव करकमलवरेणाखाम् अद्भुतशृङ्गं थालिता हिरण्यकशपूतनुभृङ्गम् केशवद्रीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तप कर कमलावारेणाकम् अद्भुत शृङ्गां दलित हिरण कपशतानुभर्गिङ्गम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवद्रीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जयो नरसिंहदेव 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 जयो नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव
जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
हरे कृष्ण अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय
जय
Hare
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
Hare
सॉरी
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
and everyone three times Hari Bol to I mean like Gayatri Mataji and then everyone even today Ram Lala Prabhuji and then Amoga Prabhuji has shared very good insights to us. So everyone all together three times Hari Bol to them with full of love. Hari Bol.
Hari
हरि
Hari
Bol,
बोल
Hari
Bol,
Hari
Bol.
Bol,
Hari
हरि
Bol,
बोल
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
हरि बोल
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much.
हरे
Thank you
कृष्ण
so much, Pawan Prabhuji and Nisha Mataji, for singing
Thank you,
National
Mataji.
prayer so beautifully.
थैंक यू माता जी
Hare Bol. Yes, thank you, everyone. Amok Prabhuji, should we conclude the session,
Yes,
Prabhuji?
Mataji. Yes,
Okay,
Mataji. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Hare
much,
Krishna.
Gayatri Mataji.
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वाञ्छा
कृपा
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
की जय
जय
श्री
Jai.
श्रीवैष्णव की जय
की
की
जय.
Jai,
जय
All
Jai.
glories to the assembled devotees.
हरे
Thank you.
कृष्णा
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Have a
Mataji.
good
Hare
Krishna
Bol.
conscious night,
हरि
everyone.
बोल
Hari Bol.
Thank
Hari
you,
Bol,
guys.
Hari
Thank
Bol.
you,
Have a
Gayatri Mataji. Thank you,
have a
everyone.
wonderful
Thank
Krishna
you.
conscious night, everyone. For you, a good night. For me, afternoon. So, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Hari
Krishna.
Bol, Hari
Hare
Bol.
Bol. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.